Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Susan's Life with ALS. I thought in this episode I would talk about pain, anxiety, and fatigue and how it relates to me and my ALS. My cat just showed up, so we may have a cat tail. There we are. Alright, so pain, and this might just be universal for any human, but with ALS, it just adds to kind of another layer of insult to injury. You have enough going on with ALS, and do you need pain to go with it? No. So a few months ago, I fell backwards and I sprained my wrist, my right wrist. And that was in about November of 19. So I wore a brace for a while, and then just as the months went on, I developed some carpal tunnel in my right wrist. So I had surgery on the carpal tunnel. My hand was like this. The carpal tunnel was so bad. And so I did have surgery, and that fixed this, the carpal tunnel, but I remain left with still pain in my wrist. I do see my hand surgeon on Monday, this coming Monday, but I've had pain for months. So I did see my palliative care doctor, and she prescribed oxycodone, and that does take the edge off of the pain, thank goodness. It does make me really, really, really sleepy. In fact, one day, early on, when I was starting to take it, I did sleep all day. My husband even pointed that out. How are you going to sleep tonight? And I just said, don't worry, I'll be sleeping. And I had slept all day. So the other pain that I get is some back pain when I try to get up in the morning. I feel it coming on about a half an hour before I get up, and I try to move in the bed, but with ALS it's really hard to move, and I try to get into a good position for getting up in the morning. Sometimes it is so bad, the pain is so bad that it takes my breath away, and scares me, because one of the symptoms of end-stage ALS is respiratory failure, and so that scared me really bad, and that happened about 2 days ago. So I wasn't sure what I was going to do about that, but I remember reading somewhere about assisting your breathing with ALS when you're sleeping, and using 2 pillows, 2 or 3 pillows. So I tried 2 pillows last night, and while I don't have trouble with my breathing yet, except for that one episode, it helped my back pain. So I don't know how that works. I can't explain that, but I was really grateful that sleeping on 2 pillows under my head all night helped my back pain. Pain with ALS is it's so difficult for somebody with ALS, because you can't move away from the pain. Meaning you can't move your limb to make it feel better. The pain is just there. Um, the pain in my wrist, while I can still move my wrist, hampers my movement because I rely so much on my wrist, not only my right wrist, but my left wrist, and, to help myself up. So that has been very frustrating. The frustration then moves into anxiety. So anxiety is extremely in the forefront of ALS. One is you can't help but think about the future. Even though I try to pull myself back into the present, I think about the future a lot. Produces a lot of anxiety. I know how much my body is going to fail, how much my mind isn't going to fail, and so I'm going to be aware of everything that's going on, and that makes me very anxious, and I get anxiety really bad. And then the other thing that brings on anxiety is frustration. And when you have ALS, you can't move as easily as you used to. I look at things like, I can give it an example of just about 10 minutes ago. We got home from the store, and I looked at the steps in front of my house and how close that was, and how easy that would be if I could walk and just walk and get in the house, but I can't. So I waited for my husband to get my scooter, and he brought that up to the door of the car, and I got out of the car because I can still stand, but I can't walk without some kind of assistance. And I got on my scooter, and then I rode up my ramp and got in the house. But it produced frustration because I couldn't just walk up the stairs. And there's a million examples of things that I can tell you that are so easy for people that can walk, and get things for themselves. And I can't, and I try to have a pretty good routine every day of how I get up, how I shower, how I dress myself, how I make coffee, how I make it around my house, how I make it upstairs. I try to do it exactly the same way every day, because I know I can do it. Keeps the frustration level low and keeps me safe because I don't want to fall. On the days that I go for my infusions, I also have a routine for that, and it keeps me safe, keeps me from falling, and keeps the frustration level low, thus keeping the anxiety low. Now, if I have to get in a situation that is out of my routine, then we have some frustration, and then we have anxiety, and then we have just about a breakdown. And I don't cry a lot, but I can cry, I can get mean and mad, and people with ALS have to stay in a routine. And it's so hard when you have to get out of that routine. And then the last thing I'll talk about in this episode is fatigue. And that's hard to explain to people, how you just get so darn tired, just so dead dog, triple dog, dead tired, so tired. And that doesn't even have anything to do with any kind of pain medication or anything. It just has to do with the ALS. And so you plan your day, and that comes into the routine you try to stay in, because you know you can do that much without the fatigue taking over. If it's anything else, bet your bottom dollar that there is going to be fatigue involved, and you have to say to whoever you're with, I've had about as much as I can do. Not as much as I can take, because I can take a lot, but it's as much as I can do. And luckily I have people around me that understand that, and I feel bad that they're limited in what they can do when they're with me, because I do get the fatigue. But then again, I'm grateful that they understand that I can do so much, just so much. I have good people around me. Part of my routine, I keep good people around me. And with quarantine, it's funny because I'm okay with staying home. I'm okay with my routine. I've learned to live with it, and quarantine isn't killing me. I feel good about it. Today we went to the grocery store, and that would be the first time I'm out in a week, and I'm okay with that. So that about covers pain, anxiety, and fatigue anyway for this time in this snapshot of time in my life. I live with all three of these things every day, and try to just make the best of every day. Try to get one thing accomplished every day for sure. 2 things I can do pretty well. 3 things is an extremely hard goal, and I try to have that on days that I feel like I have enough energy. Today I did 2, made a video, and I went to the store. And I feel pretty good about that kind of day. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. And have a good day. Please subscribe, it's free. Have a good day. Bye-bye.